It's Tank Colbert with Colbert Tech Repair, and this is today's tech news. Nvidia has revealed its Tegra K1 graphics chip. Now, this graphics chip is going to have 192 cores, and this is in a mobile chip. Now, the chip's going to have two versions. It's going to have the Quad A15 CPUs, which are 32-bit, three-way superscalar, up to 2.3 gigahertz, and 32 plus 32 L1 level cache. Now, the second chip is going to be called the dual Denver CPUs. It's going to be 64-bit, 7-way superscalar, up to 2.5 gigahertz, and 128 plus 64K level 1 cache. They said it's almost inappropriate to call it Tegra 5 because it's not linear. It's just a new Tegra chip. The Tegra K1 incorporates Nvidia's Kepler GPU, which currently dominates the discrete graphics market. And it's going to have the 32 and 62-bit versions. Now, they also announced that Epic Games will bring its next engine, the Unreal Engine 4, to the Tegra K1 chip. During the presentation, the company showed off some of what the chip can do, demoing photorealistic scenes from a living room to a rendering of a human face. The company's chip powered the Microsoft Surface and the Google Nexus 7 tablets, but Nvidia has had more trouble finding a presence in smartphones. The Tegra 5 will be an important product for the chip maker because of a lagging release schedule. The last version of the chip, the Tegra 4, missed many design cycles and failed to gain traction with smartphone makers. Now, last March, they boasted at the company's GPU Technology Developers Conference that the strength of the chip in Nvidia's Tegra line would increase 100-fold by the line's 5th year. The next iteration of the chip, likely to be announced next year, codenamed Parker, would presumably be that manifestation. Now, they also talked about G-Sync, which is a display technology that pretty much it helps reduce lag while playing a game. It stops screen tearing. It lets your GPU actually talk to your monitor and not the CPU. So, to be more competitive, sometimes players turn off V-Sync because it can cause lag on your computer, but that also compromises the visual quality. So G-Sync offers quick syncing without the degradation of graphics. The company has also pressed further into gaming and in-car technologies. The company has already formed partnerships with BMW, Tesla, and Audi. They're going to be developing what is called Project Mercury, which is going to be pretty much a customizable dashboard on your car. You can customize the theme of the dashboard, the look, and it will also have motion sensing technology for cars that are in front or behind you. So Nvidia revealed a lot in their conference. I hope to see some of that very soon. New types of RAM could revolutionize your PC. Now, there's new chips that are starting to blur the line between computer memory and storage. And the chips would enable the same instant-on capability that's common on tablets, but at much higher performance. We're seeing the development of new solid-state storage technologies that are starting to play a role. MRAM is one that we're seeing playing a major role, providing a non-volatile memory technology, and there's some talk about resistive RAM doing some things. Now, conventional RAM chips, which is DRAM, store ones and zeros using an electrical charge in each memory cell. But magnetoresistive RAM, or MRAM, uses a magnetic charge. Now, there's also resistive RAM, which is based on a sandwich made from two materials, with the center layer having a different resistance than the material that makes up the two outer layers. Now, many of the biggest computer chip memory makers are beginning to shift to the newer technologies. Renesas, Hitachi, Micron Technology are among major players who are working on an MRAM project. And in August this year, startup Crossbar plans to make its own license with RRAM. Work still needs to be done on both technologies before they can replace DRAM. And they said that the price of the chips also has to come down. When they do that, there's going to be a lot of interest in creating computer architectures that will span storage and memory, where I can actually have a memory that does not go out when the computer's power goes out. PCs today use their DRAM to run programs and temporarily store data required by the system and the software, but the contents of DRAM are lost when the power goes off. But with MRAM and RRAM, it would be possible to instantly resume a computing session even after the machine has been switched off. So that's pretty cool. So it's pretty much flash memory in RAM style. I can't wait to see this come out. It will really help on making everything faster. Steam was unavailable to users Friday morning after the site fell victim to reported DDoS attack. Now, 2 Twitter users claimed responsibilities for Steam's server outages, saying that they used a botnet to overwhelm Steam servers with traffic. Now, the outage came on the last day of Steam's holiday sale, which began on December 19th and ended at 1 p.m. Eastern Friday. For the final hours of the sale, Steam was offering the most popular deals from the 15-day holiday sale. Now, Steam was definitely struggling to stay online Friday morning. Now, this is not the first time this has happened. Steam did recover from this, fortunately. The Friday's outages were actually the work of hackers, or Steam's own IT support has yet to be determined. Despite the hackers' claims, Friday wasn't the first time Steam struggled to stay up during the holiday season. Valve set off a flood of Steam traffic on Christmas Day when it offered Left 4 Dead 2 as a free download. Steam servers struggled to handle the load, and so many people grabbing the freebie at the same time, and many users reported the site was inaccessible for brief periods of time that day. But the service woes didn't begin and end with Steam. Origin, Battle.net, and servers for both League of Legends and Dota 2 were also DDoS'd throughout the weekend, and those were being claimed by another hacker group. I actually got affected by the DDoS on Battle.net. I was live streaming StarCraft on my Twitch channel like I usually do when the Battle.net servers went down, so that pissed me off quite a bit. So I hope that we are going to start getting some better protection against DDoS against major companies, but we'll see what happens down the line. Alright guys, this has been Tan Colbert with Colbert Tech Repair. I hope you enjoyed today's tech news. If you liked, give me a like. If you didn't, feel free to give me a dislike. Any questions, please feel free to comment down in the comment section below. You can find me on Twitter at TanColbert92, and you can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/ColbertTechRepair. I'll see you guys next time.